3 videos in one day. Y'all are so lucky. I'm telling you, I have no idea how blessed y'all are. I waited 24 hours before I put this video out because if I would have put it out yesterday, I probably would have got my YouTube channel shut down. I know several of y'all are sick probably of me even doing these videos. Some people have called me childish or just let it go and stuff like that, but I'm not built that way. Good and bad to a point, but I will defend myself when I'm not wrong. And I've told y'all more than once in the past couple of videos about DEFLI that I will not do anything about them anymore. I won't discuss them. I'll drop them. You won't hear anything about my mouth again about them if they leave it alone and just go away. But they're not built that way either. They're bad. So it's time to do another video because I got PM'd yesterday on Discord and I didn't appreciate it. And I can imagine that if they're coming at me with this, what's being said behind the scenes, because I know how they operate. So let's go ahead and get into that. So another day, sunrise comes up again, and it's another day that DEFLI has to make a new token. And I'm not going to go into the whole history of it. I have plenty of videos outlining everything that has really happened to date. In one of my last videos, I think it was the live I did, and I'm probably going to cut that live to an actual kind of a taped section where I strictly talk about the DEFLI, because 30 to 40 minutes of the live was discussing issues going on with DEFLI. And what I have is, and because the green screen doesn't want to agree, is I have a piece of paper that has notes that I have taken, and it's an 8x14, not even an 8x11 size of timelines that I have stamped of things that have happened since last year. And I want to remind people that everything that I discuss, I have screenshots of. The quick little background, just for those who might be new here, is I can't show that because last year I've had 2 strikes put against my YouTube page for showing anything related to DEFLI. DEFLI goes to YouTube and complains that the image of their website was copyright, and the image of what we discussed or what they discussed on their Discord that I screenshotted for proof that it was said that somehow that's copyrighted, and somehow YouTube agreed with them and they did a flag on me. I don't agree with it, but I was a newer channel back then. Now that I'm more established, I have 11,000 people, subscribers, and I have the watch hours now. So now, as part of the content creators with YouTube, I actually have like a person I can chat with when I need to fight those things. You know, even though there is federal court law that says that by me reviewing this, it is fair use and I'm allowed to use those images, it's just something I'm not trying to get into. I'm not trying to get into this one. So everything in the previous videos, I have to back myself up. I know how I know what the MO is on those people over there because I see it. One of the admins or mods over there that I was friends with, tried talking to him to get him out of there, but he is, at one point he says that, you know, he's so busy in life he can't. When I question him about why are they doing that, why are they doing this, I mean, you realize he's lied again, and all he says is, I'm just too busy with life, I can't keep up with stuff going over there. Lately, what's going on is they've had some other people reach out to him and said, you know, why, how dare DEFLI do that kind of stuff like that, and somehow it gets on me, and he tells people that he has no idea how I come up with some of the stuff I do, and it's all unsubstantiated, and I'm just trying to hurt the project. Well, if you're not paying attention to the project, how do you know it's substantiated? So that was about 2 weeks ago, and I've left it alone. If you'll notice in any of my previous videos, I have not said anything about them other than the Monday update projects where I have go over all the projects I'm in right now or any kind of updates of projects that y'all ask about or anything like that. there's a do not touch section in red, and I have DEFLI there, and I don't even go into really detail. Just say don't touch it. Anyway, so this new fly token comes out. Again, this has got to be that 6th or 7th token. This is D1. Even though Droduck was D1, this one is going to get listed. This one is going to be this, and this one's you're going to be able to exchange it. It's going to have liquidity pools tomorrow, next week, tomorrow. That was supposed to be last month. Now it's this month, and last week it was tomorrow. There'll be a fly pool that's created by them to be able to exchange and do this stuff like that with. So, like they had previous, they had somebody on their own made a fly pool on their own. Got a couple of $100 in it, maybe. And, you know, if you go to Uniswap, you could actually link your wallets to Uniswap and put your fly in, and you can swap, you know, 250 or whatever it is for Ethereum, base Ethereum, and make $15. Now, what I think is hilarious is, like I tell you before about how you can't even say anything about how this is not decentralized or whatever, but my main wallet that I use for majority of my devices when I was with this project didn't get any fly. Hey, I didn't expect any fly. I have not mined in that project. I've been involved in that project for 4 or 5 months now. I shouldn't have got anything. But when I started hearing about people who also have not been in a project for 5 months, they got fly. I said, let me see if they're too stupid enough to somehow give it to my other wallets. So in the past, I've told y'all I've had 5 or 6 different wallets with them, and sure enough, all of them had fly in it. Some had almost 1,000 or had 1,000 fly in it. When I had some of my friends and family who were in the project at the same time as I was, they also got fly. 250 here, 500 here, stuff like that. I have over 5,000 fly. Now, if I want to do anything ill to this pool, I could have easily dumped 5,000 instantly. But this was about 2 weeks ago when we discovered this. And different people are like, man, you need to dump your fly, get some money, get some money of it. And I've told you before, I'm not here to sabotage anything. I felt that in my early days, when I was starting this channel off, you know, I was behind DEFLI because it was a good project. I've always said that the meaning behind the project was needed, but it's a very poor led project. And I said, you know, y'all get your fly out. If y'all want to hold on to fly and hope that this one of these pools, you know, even though every other coin was supposed to have a pool at some point, now they got this one. If y'all want to exchange it, y'all get y'all $15 out, get it out. I'm not going to do it. So, you know, a while back, we discussed how the person in charge of the project describes that somehow he's going to blacklist the people's wallets. If you're not involved in this project, you can't get to these pools. You can't do this. You can't do that. And when I said that in one of my videos, sure enough, he has an announcement in DEFLI Discord saying, despite what certain people are saying, you'll be able to access the pools. But then he comes right back and says, instructions on how to access the pools when they're available tomorrow or the next day, again, which was a week or 2 ago. You need your DEFLI wallet, your password, and all the stuff like that. Well, the people who are not in the project no more don't have access to that. So how are they going to get to it? So, you know, I'm just showing people what's going on. So yesterday I get let me back up. Actually, when I made that video, I called out some of the former mods and admins and said, y'all realize that when this dude goes down, because the amount of people who are filing complaints, y'all are going to be involved in this because y'all are the only 2 known people, or the only people who are known about this project. But, you know, I called the mods out, and said, you know, y'all are just as wrong as he is if y'all are still going along with this scam. And it's funny that even though I haven't heard from them on Discord in a long time, both of them reached out to me almost like it was coordinated within about 40 minutes of each other out the blue. One, I didn't really have anything to say to him, that, you know, all the evidence is in front of him. He didn't want to hear it. And the other one, I just ignored for a while. So yesterday, out the blue, the moderator who I was friends with comes and says, oh, I heard that even though you're telling people, oh, I see that you got Fly out for 250 tokens. No, he didn't even say that. So yesterday out the blue, when I'm driving home from an event, I get a Discord PM from the mod that I used to be friends with, and he says, oh, I see you were able to cash out some tokens, huh? I thought you said you were locked out of exchanges. And I lost it on him. I absolutely lost it on him. I'm gonna tell you right now, I absolutely lost it on him. And I basically chewed butt about as best as you could over PM. And I said, first of all, it's sad, very sad, and shows everybody here who's watched this video, it could be ever interested in DeFly, that y'all are going to anal. See, when we first got DeFly wallets, you know, you had to put your wallet address in there so you knew where to get your coins dropped. So now, and we've seen this in the past, where in the past, when people made up their own liquidity, he would call out certain DeFly members if you cashed out any, and look, I'm talking about like $10, $15, $20, $25. How dare you get $25 back after you had to spend $100 on a license plus your SDR plus? How dare you try to sell anything? So this guy says, man, I heard you sold. So what happens is, I had a number of people who I have PMs with that I said, y'all want to see something? Watch. This is why I don't sell at all, because I've been accused before of cleaning out liquidity, which I have never sold before, which if he looks at my wallets, he could see that. So it was a dare. Hey, watch this. And it took 24 hours. 24 hours, I sold 250 Fly tokens for $15. 24 hours later, I'm being contacted. I heard you sold. So I went off on him and I basically said, you right, man. I made $15. I guess I'm going to get a half gallon of gas for my Lambo. Really? Is this what y'all down to now? Is that y'all have to do this kind of stuff? I told myself, what's also sad is how my main wallet got blocked from Fly. Not that I wanted it, but just to show y'all how petty y'all are. My main wallet doesn't get any Fly, but the other wallets, I guess they were computer controlled or something, somehow got Fly in various amounts. Or other people I know that have not had stations set up. Because there's a whole bunch of us that talk in these other channels. They haven't had stations set up since last year, before I even took mine offline, and they all got Fly. Every now and then they get Drodec tokens dropped to them, DeFly tokens dropped to them. I've even had in these other wallets, DeFly, Drodec, and DSky, and D-Link, and D-Chart, all these tokens dropped, and I haven't had anything set up in forever. That shows you how mismanaged this project is. So then I went off and said, how are you going to sit in and say that I'm not locked out when he's telling people that I have the screenshots that you cannot get access to this pool or these swaps or anything without an email and password that has to be specifically sent to you. You have to request it and send it. I have the screenshots that people are sending me. You can't say it's not happening, but yet you're going to say, oh, I thought you were barred from trading. I am. I don't have access to this. Not that the Fly pool even exists. This isn't even really DeFly's Fly pool. This is something somebody else made up, and you're even questioning that. How sad is that project? I told him, I don't appreciate you telling people that I'm disgruntled or that you don't know where any of this stuff's coming from. I said, because you refuse to open your eyes to anything going on because you're so worried about getting rich. I told him, I dared him. I said, you want a dare? Here's a dare. Try to get your money back and see how he treats you. for all your host stuff. Because at one time they promised me my money back for hosts, and I'm still waiting on the form they were sending me. That was 2 months ago. Because I know it ain't going to happen, and I wouldn't take it because that's just the kind of person I am when I know there's so many people out there who put money in. I showed y'all the YouTube link. I'll have it in my description of one guy who doesn't even do YouTube. So he's not doing this for notoriety. He don't have hardly any subscribers. He doesn't have really any of the videos. And he does a video explaining how he spent $4,000 on stuff for DEFLI. And it was supposed to get shipped to him. The same repeated stories that happened last year that they denied. $4,000. And then once he started asking for updates, he got kicked out the Discord. And then when he asked about something on Twitter, he gets kicked out the Twitter. And then when he asks an email, he gets these ugly emails back saying you question stuff. And he was positive in the project. He was positive in the Discord. Go watch that video. Somebody else who said they're not going to do a video, but has a YouTube page, which don't get me started on that, is out of $5,000. That's felony theft. Felony theft. They're registered out of Wisconsin. And I'm sure that could change at some point also. But here you go. What's the felony theft of Wisconsin? $2,500 to $5,000. Felony theft. But the best part is if you even go to their website now, you can't even find an address. At one time it was Delaware because Delaware allowed virtual addresses. Then it was Wisconsin because somebody sent me that one. So, you know, there's no telling where it's going to pop up. But on the new website, the fourth new website, that is no team again. There's no address. So we don't know what laws this is going to fall under. But every state basically has a felony theft. And when you start talking about $4,000 and $5,000, that's felony theft. To me, I'm not a legal expert, criminal expert, or anything like that. But if these admins and moderators keep going along with this, they've had these complaints. They've seen these videos. I've sent copies of these videos to them, and they see this is going on. They know that this has been the same complaint going on forever. To me, that's principal to felony theft. Now, again, I'm going to say this again. I am not a lawyer. I am not a criminal expert or anything like that. So with them willingly give the money but not getting product, could that be more just a scam, not theft? I don't know. That would be something that they would have to discuss with their attorneys and local law enforcement officials. So I'm not exactly saying exactly what this is. I'm just saying that in basically any state, if you take that kind of money, that amount, it could be felony theft. Could be. That's it. But at some point, something has to happen where this keeps repeatedly happening. So to keep this great thing going, to tell everybody about how great this decentralized project is, I just got a copy of the following 2 Discord messages that were sent out today, April 24th. So there's another issue with the new wallet that supposedly there's issues with the optimism gas fees. Yeah, right. Also, this fly pool, which is technically not even their fly pool, now they've come out with an announcement that says to be aware of the following protocol, which was implemented in the airdrop so that to prevent both trading bots and liquidity drains. If you have sold your entire airdrop or sold in multiples of 250, which I just showed y'all an example of 250, that's what I did, 500 or 750, then your wallet address has been blacklisted from their rewards contract. That means if you take corrective action, until you take corrective action, you will not receive rewards. How sad is that? How sad is how dare you? They sent you an airdrop. How dare you try to get $15 from that thing? Is that just, I don't know what else to say. There's apparently people are still getting into this because this shenanigans keeps going on. If you keep deleting people from their Discord that question anything, then of course, when you go into Discord, everything looks brand new positive. But there's so much we can question with this project, but it's just getting, it really needs to be investigated at this point. I know there's several people who have filed complaints with the FTC. There are people who have filed complaints with the state of Wisconsin. So I don't know. There's people who have filed complaints with the SEC on it. At some point, it's got to get shut down. That's just what I think. But like they can't even stop their own issues. So this was the wallet. So this, I don't know if this has something to do with the new wallet that they're trying to do or something stuff like that. As of just the other day, this was working fine. Now their wallet doesn't work at all no more. The other day, their Twitter was shut down. They're trying to say because they're trying to donate devices to Ukraine or something like that on Twitter. And Twitter shut it down. Like, it's always an excuse about something. I guarantee he's got an excuse about this one. It's always something. And then remember when he posted about unmanned airspace, did this great article on him and discussing DEFLI and stuff like that? Yep. Apparently somebody must have learned something over there, because now that isn't there anymore. I'm sure he has an excuse for that also. And then he posted how KJ Newswire did an article on him. DeFi Network soars 23 million series funding, propelling whatever. Well, that's not there no more. So, like, I can continue to go on and on. I'm seeing some of these names in that Discord that names I don't recognize. So somehow people are still finding out about this. I don't know how. When you go to YouTube and you search DeFi, you don't even get DeFi results. You get something else. And then in fine print, it says, did you really mean DeFi? And if you click on it, there's not a single positive thing about DeFi. So clearly people in the crypto world, which I try to teach in my channel, is you have to do research. Don't take just my advice. You have to go find your own research, read about it, watch videos, go to even different formats, whether it's Twitter or other things, to do research. Apparently people are not doing that. So part of me feels like, you did this to yourself, but I'm not built like that. I'm doing this. I've always did this channel, try to help people, and people, that contact me say, man, you're trying, you're telling them and stuff like that, but still, I don't understand how this is still occurring. For 12 months now, it's been empty promises. As soon as this project, this part of the project starts dying, he comes out with something new. And then as soon as that one starts dying, he comes out with something new. And it's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. In my last video, I spoke about what happened to all these other things. What happened to Flight? Flight was supposed to be the gas token for everything that's supposed to go on. You don't hear nothing about Flight token no more at all. Now it's Fly. It's just, there'll be something new that comes out in a month from now when this starts dying off or whatever happens. You could bring your own devices from home, then you couldn't. Then now you could bring them, and then now they're back to you can't for certain reason. You have to buy their devices. You're buying the devices that never come in. So again, I'm not going to sit here and just keep rehashing all this. I've heard it before from me. I have previous videos of everything, detailing, timeline. They can say that they'll know where I'm coming up with this stuff at. I have screenshots of the stuff that they said that they seem to have amnesia of, the countless promises, the countless CEXs. There's always an excuse, whatever like that. Again, I thought I was done with it, but they're going to continue to screw with me. They're going to continue to say stuff. That's the childish mentality that's over there. One guy making a decision on all this stuff, and then he's threatening to keep people's tokens from them. They're bending over backwards they're all panicking right now over there that, if they're going to get blacklisted or not, because he's saying he's blacklisting wallets. If you sell it in 250 or 500 increments. Come on. Like, does that even sound? Can you imagine any other project doing that? And what are you crying about? Because these coins ain't worth anything. This one little fly coin, because somebody poor sap made up their own liquidity, which is they've done before for other coins, the DeFlis and the other ones and stuff. I don't know what happened to those pools. This project and this guy's got other people doing these things to benefit his project. Like maybe he's smarter than what we give him credit for. You know, I only discuss the stuff that I can back up as fact, but you have these other people who keep sending me stuff about previous projects that they have suspicions about, and pictures of people and stuff like that, that they're suspicious that that's who this is. But again, I'm not going to do that because I can't back that up. And until I can back that up, you know, I'm not going to get, because that's how you get in trouble with the slander stuff. Again, I'm going to tell y'all again, I'm done with it. I don't want to do any more videos on this. I don't want to give them that kind of credit at all. Notarization, anything. The websites are being shut down. They can't get nobody to do articles on them now other than their own articles that they can put together in medium.com or something like that to make it sound like something. You can't find proof of their existence outside of their own little world. Can't find it. Can't find any third parties to back it up. Anybody that they've ever said that they've been partners with have been contacted and they said it's a lie. You know, they're telling people that this is new flyer tokens coming to CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and stuff like that. Well, I got this sent to me actually while I'm doing this video that somebody did, and here you go. CoinGecko has said the listing has already been rejected. So now what? And I'm even looking at like their Twitter. They got 56 followers, but it's supposed to be some crypto project. Almost every post is them just reposting something as if they're trying to stay relevant. Their last post looks like it's April 12th or something, or 17th. You know, it's 10 days, 12 days. And I'm not going through all this. They submitted their request for flyer through CoinGecko. I don't think that, I just kind of showed you what happened with that. Again, I know this is getting childish, and there's part of me that I don't even want to do this video. I don't even want to finish it. I don't even want to edit it and post it, but it's got to stop. Leave me alone. I don't know why y'all are so worried about me. I keep telling you I'm leaving this thing alone, and then y'all drag me back in. And I'm just going to keep exposing it for what it is. Who wants to be part of a project that you can get your wallets blacklisted when you try to cash out? How dare you? Or that people start asking questions when their shipments are coming in and they get banned from the Discord, which is the only place you can get help at. It's nothing about decentralized. They can't show any third party. They can't show any of the 200 stations that they supposedly have deployed for D-Sky, that they're still waiting on pictures for almost a year now. They were supposed to be selling stations at one point, and then they show some picture, some box with some wires hanging out saying people are receiving these items. Yeah. One person received the box, and now everybody. But as y'all have seen in the past, people have it. Again, this is, I know I'm just going over the same stuff over and over. I want it to stop. And I'm getting countless PMs in Discord and Twitter. Hey, did you see this now? Hey, did you see this now? Yeah, I did. Because I'm keeping up with the Discord. So, you know, I still have $1,500, $1,500 at least that I can remember. I can't remember everything I did last year, but I know I have at least $1,500 in hosted stations that they were hosting through Host that I am out of. So how dare I get $15 back? They still owe me $1,485, $1,485. And I cashed out $15 and I'm getting called out for it. So, you know, they're trying to, the admin or the moderator saying, oh, that's all public blockchain. Yeah, you can see this wallet made this exchange, but you have no idea that that was me unless somebody told you it was me, because he still has, from when the wallets were set up, that wallet information. Is that childish or what? I don't know. I really don't want to do any more of these videos. I really don't. I don't. I've taken the protections that I've taken. I know I can back everything up. And I don't think these videos are even doing my channel any good, because it makes me seem like I'm salty and I'm childish and everything like that. But again, I'm going to continue to defend myself when I get called out for stuff like this. When stuff's being said, or when people question and the replies they're getting, that I am, again, I'm getting that sent to me. I'm seeing, even if it's in PM, people are PMing the mods and saying, Grumpy said this, what's his deal with this? And I'm seeing the replies that y'all are giving them. Y'all are fat lying to these people. I have the proof that it's not lies, so y'all can continue to say what you want. And it's all it's doing is making y'all look worse. I'm done. I can't believe I wasted an hour of my Sunday on this crap, with this crap project, and how new people are getting into this. But if you get into this project at this point, you deserve to get scammed. And that is very hurtful for me to say and mean for me to say, but I'm telling y'all that if somebody comes across this video and y'all still go into it and you paid them any money at all, you deserve to get scammed. When you press the send button, when you're sending them money saying, I'm getting scammed, but I'm going to send it anyway, and press enter. Therefore, when you get scammed, you can't come on here and say, oh, I can't believe I got scammed. I asked them where my stuff was, and either they booted me from Discord, or I'm gonna get a refund. Because if they give everybody refunds, they act like nothing happened wrong. Y'all are doing this to yourselves at this point. Do your own research on these projects. Go see projects that have AMAs. To this day, we still don't know who the person is that runs this project. To this day, the name he has on his LinkedIn, he's already admitted several times that's not him. That's not his picture. That's not his name. You know who? Some of y'all know who the moderators are. When I think that's sad, because if this ever does get busted or continues to get investigated, they're the ones that are gonna have to answer questions, because nobody knows who the real person is. I keep saying maybe he's smarter than we give him credit for, but he's not, and he's not as anonymous as he thinks he is. So I'm done. I'm not wasting my Sunday on this crap. Screw this project. Screw the people running that project. And I'll say it again. And I'm going to tell you again, as of April 28th at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, I'm done with this project. And you're not going to hear me say anything else about it until I get called and brought back in. And then we're going to go through all this again. If y'all didn't like this video, I'm sorry. I'll title it what it was, and you still came and watched it. Don't get upset. That's what this video was about. The only thing you're ever going to see on it is on Mondays when I do my project updates list. There's a section that says do not touch these projects, and DEFLI is going to be the #1 project not to touch. But that's it. That's all you're going to hear me ever say about this project until I get pulled back in. Then it's on. And if I have to get dirty and it has to get worse, then I will. Y'all have a great Sunday. I'm out.